Damon, these things, these tight games have got to be frustrating because you're that close, right?
Yeah, we're close. It's just we shouldn't have to try to come back like that. Pull the goalie. It's a 1-1 game in the third period. We just we got to keep it out of our net first and then try to push for that next one. And we were fortunate we got one, but we were pressuring. I really thought we were going to get that next one, but unfortunately just couldn't get the tire. But overall, I mean, we're just not quite getting it done right now. So it needs to get done, and the sooner the better. Going to swing our confidence in the right direction as soon as we kind of win one and then put together a few in a row. So it's not an easy thing to do, as we can see, and we found that out in a hurry here. So we got to just continue to try to get better and go out there and win the next one.
Puck management again kind of bit you a little bit tonight. Is that a harder thing to control when people might be gripping the stick a little bit and trying to get yourself out of this thing?
In a little bit, yeah. A little bit bouncing pucks. Guys are kind of, there's a little shy from making a few plays, but I think we just got to be confident. We can't grip the sticks too tight. We've lost a bunch of games in a row now, and the worst that can happen is we just keep losing. So why not try to be aggressive and make that next play, make something happen to be a difference maker in the game. And we can't be worried about gripping our sticks too tight. We got to be worried about playing our game and trusting ourselves and being confident and make like we're going to make the plays and be on the winning side.
Building on that, on the same token, every one of these games that goes by, and they're all painful. They all hurt. When you're not rolling and you're not winning games, every little play seems like it means the world, right? At this point, when you're in one of these funks.
Yeah, for sure it does. It just seems like when things are going wrong, it just seems like they're going wrong at the worst times. And there has been instances where we've had our goalies bail each other out. There's 2-on-1s, our D-man bails a guy out, but that's hockey. But the biggest thing is we're tied at home going to the third period against a team that I felt we were matched up real well against. We played them pretty well in the first two, and then we just fell behind there, made a couple little mistakes, and it ended up in the back of our net, and we were playing from behind.
Is it tough to? I mean, you see the puck go in off your stick twice. Normally that feels great, obviously, but when it's in a streak like this and a loss like this, is it tough to kind of feel great about that?
I just try to contribute. It's always good to contribute in a positive way. I'm trying to do that every single night. Not every game's going to go like that, and my totals offensively haven't been quite where I want them to be yet this year, and that's a step in the right direction personally. But I'm just a piece to the puzzle that is hopefully going to get the team out of this funk and get on a little bit of a hot streak here. It's got to start somewhere, and unfortunately it wasn't tonight, but we just got to hopefully start it out in the next one.
What can you say about that top line you guys got with the rookie center at this point? I mean, I think he had 10 shots on goal today. They were really, I mean, didn't get a goal, but is it impressive as a veteran to see young guys like that be able to do that?
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of watching quite a few high picks come up through the league and really just come into their own, and you can see he's not taking much time at all to get adjusted, and the opportunities are there for him. He skates so well. He's a big guy. He's got all the tools, and now it's just a matter of putting it all together, surrounding him with some pieces, and we just got to support him because when he has nights like that, we got to get wins, and he's going to contribute just like the rest of us have to. But it is fun to watch, but it's going to be a lot more fun to watch when we're on the winning side of things.
Those shots and getting those chances, you feel more comfortable?
Yeah, I've been getting more and more comfortable every game. 10 shots, no goals, so that's all I'm really focusing on. It's really tough. It's frustrating, but yeah, I've been getting more and more comfortable every game.
Is this streak eating you up?
Yeah, yeah, it's really frustrating. I thought tonight was the night. I thought we were doing really, really well. They got 2 quick ones. Thought we pushed back really well. We stuck together. We stuck to our systems. I thought we did a really good job that way, but we couldn't close it out, and ultimately that's all that matters.
Yeah. How important is it, I guess, at this point to just, I mean, you can't obviously give up, but I mean, just have faith that it's going to turn around if you just kind of keep pushing?
I mean, it's not going to turn around on its own. We got to have faith in each other, and we got to have trust in each other that everybody's going to do their job for the guy sitting next to them, and I think that's how we're going to actually turn it around. It's not just having faith and praying that it's going to turn around. It's something that we have to do physically and mentally, so we're getting there. I can feel like we're getting there, and hopefully it turns around for us soon.
Did you have any idea you had that many shots?
No clue.
You don't really count them, right?
No,
obviously.
no.
Just kind of playing.
Felt like I was getting chances, but not really looking at numbers.
You feel like your line was obviously going pretty well tonight. Just
Yeah.
obviously didn't get a goal, but
Yeah, I thought we've been going well for the last few games. We're trying to focus on ourselves and focus on what we can build and the chemistry we can build. So I think we're doing well. Sucks we got that first goal scored on us. We got to clean that up as well. And yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're building the chemistry. I've been loving playing with those two guys. They're really fun to play with, and they're really good guys. So it's been fun.
thanks, Adam.
Thank you.
How impressed are you by the play of young Adam Fantilli, only 19 years old?
Насколько тебе нравится то, как играет Фантилли, ему всего 18 лет, в одном звене с ним, такой молодой парень, как тебе?
Он здорово играет. Здесь даже не можно не сказать, что он молодой парень. Он играет не на свои года. Он очень быстрый, очень техничный, очень умный.
He plays extremely well. You would never tell that he's 18. He plays fast, he plays very smart, and again, you would never tell that he's that young.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
How's the communication between him and obviously he's using Marchenko, but how's the communication on the ice with Fantilli?
Понятно, что с Марченко проще разговаривать, естественно, на одном языке, а как с Фантилли общение проходит?
Через Марченко. Здесь через Марченко.
Everything through Марченко.
Is that hard?
Это тяжело или это?
Не знаю, Марченко, может, тяжело. Ему Адам говорит, я ему говорю, он туда-сюда и играет, и переводит.
Not for me. For Marchenko, maybe it is hard because he has to go back and forth, but it's not hard for me.
How has it been being here in the NHL and not knowing the language, but having to learn the systems and strategies that the coaches want you to?
Насколько тяжело, находясь здесь в НХЛ, учить игру, как бы немножко она немножко другая, и все это происходит не зная языка. Это тяжелее.
Ну, конечно, тяжелее. Язык, всегда, вот собрание идет, рядом Марченко, всегда. Так что в этом проблем нет, так как уже более-менее адаптировался к игре, ко всему.
Of course it is tough, but when we have a meeting, Marchenko is right by me, so he's there to help. That makes it easier, but it is tough, but working through it.
Do you feel like you and Kirill have developed a lot of on-ice chemistry very quickly?
Ты думаешь, как ты считаешь с Кириллом, вы как химию такую игровую выработали быстро очень, совместную?
Мы уже играли с ним, за сборной играли, много где встречались, понимаем друг друга.
It was not tough at all because we used to play together. We played for national team together, so and we talk off the ice too. So it's kind of natural for us.
He came from you came from a winning KHL program. Went all the way, I think, to the championship round last year. How tough is it to go through this? A 7-game winless streak.
Ты приехал из команды, которая побеждала в КХЛ, и сейчас как бы попал в команду. И сейчас дела идут не так здорово. Сейчас проигрыш за проигрышем. Насколько это тяжело?
Только что говорил. Тяжело, конечно, очень тяжело. Но ничего, надо работать, голову выше. Ни в коем случае не расстраиваться, ничего. Просто работать, больше разговаривать. У нас все будет отлично. У нас хорошая команда. Все будет хорошо.
We have a good team. Of course, it is tough, but we're working through it. I believe that we're gonna do well eventually, and it's just we have to work through this together as a team.
Thank you. Pascal, when you have the opposite going on, where you're a team that's rolling, you can make mistakes, and it sometimes just feels like no big deal. When you're in one of these, how much does it magnify the feeling of the mistakes that are being made, even if they're just little ones?
Well, I feel for our players right now. They're working hard. I mean, they do so many good things that we forget after because of those little mistakes, and the first thing you know, the puck is in the back of our net. But I feel for them because they work hard. They really do, and they're all in, and then they want to do the right things. And right now, it's just that when they scored that goal, we're a little bit fragile. Like we're questioning, but we don't need to. Like our young guys are playing, right? So Fantilli, Voronkov, Marchenko, 20 shots on net, those three together. So they're just, we're so close. And so I feel for our guys.
Have you ever been through something like this in your coaching career before, with a streak like maybe like this? That you're close but keep losing.
Well, when we started in my first few years with a new franchise in Cape Breton, we had some tough stretch, but it was the process of going somewhere. And then once we learned how to deal with those moments, we got way better, and then we won a lot of games. But yeah, it's that's the NHL. Nobody's going to give you anything, and we can't feel sorry for ourselves, right? So tomorrow we're going to get up and do it again and find solutions and work together. But right now it's every bounce is it's like Marchenko at the end, open net. And I could say or give you examples like this for every game in the last 6-7.
I guess kind of building off that, maybe you may have answered it partly. I mean, when you're in one of these, how do you keep the attitude positive in the team, and not let negativity, make it even worse?
Well, we don't. I mean, we coach the process here. So how's the process going? And we show what we do well. We talk about the things we need to improve. And if you think about the final result, there's a whole process before the result that needs to happen, right? And how you keep things positive? Well, we're just honest. We're honest. When we do good things, we talk about it. When we do bad things, we address them, and that's how we deal with them. But it's not about being down right now. We can take it as a challenge. Okay, how are we going to face this together as a team?
Fantilli doesn't score tonight, but he does everything to try to make a difference. How impressed are you by a young player, 15th or 16th game in the league, trying to make a difference to the point that he is tonight?
Well, you've seen them all year, right? Are you surprised? No, we're not. Nobody is. He doesn't play like a 19-year-old. 10 shots on net. He's all over the place. Touched the puck every shift. He's trying to make a difference, and he did. Key moments, he's on the ice, and he's good. He's good at, making those plays when it matters. He's playing with a lot of confidence. There's so many good things happening with our team right now, and it's just too bad that we can't amplify those moments because of few errors here and there, and the results are not there. But Fantilli he's a good player, man.
You mentioned the young guys there, and you weren't afraid to go to them late in the game. And
Yeah.
Can you maybe just get some energy out of those? The team itself draw some energy from those guys. So the way they're playing,
they do. I coach a team. I don't coach individuals. I coach the team. Those guys were going, they're going to play, and that's what we've been doing all year. It doesn't matter. Once the game starts, we have 18 players, 2 goalies, and we're going to play the guys that are going. And tonight it was those guys, so they were on the ice. And yes, that's how you build energy and build confidence. And so those guys were playing well.
Is the flip side of that, is it tough to win games when you're just not, when the young players are the best players? Do you need a little bit more out of in some places?
Asking the question is answering the question.
Going back to Fantilli really quick, some of the best players in all sports, it's said about them that they hate losing more than they actually like winning. I know he's been here only a short time, but are you starting to sense that in Adam Fantilli that he just kind of despises?
Oh, he's a
losing?
winner. I can tell you that. He's a winner. He wants to win. I have my own theory on that, but we don't have enough time on hating to lose, loving to win. That's another subject. But he's this team's going to win. This team's going to win a lot of games. May not feel that way right now, but we will. And he's going to be a big reason why.